At the very beginning of the story, we are shown the heroine of our story, Song, whom we see sitting quietly in the classroom with her head down. She was a very shy and introverted type of girl. Just then, when the teacher calls Song to the front to submit her presentation, Song looks at everyone and becomes extremely nervous. Meanwhile, we see the hero of the story, Jiang, who was busy doing a photo shoot with a female model named Rim. But suddenly, at one point during the photo shoot, the cameraman moves Jiang aside and starts photographing Rim. Seeing this, Jiang becomes very angry. Seeing that, Jiang's friend Nuke comes over and starts taking pictures of Jiang with his own phone. Seeing this, Jiang starts giving funny poses and says, "Don't post these photos on the internet again." A little later, Rim comes over to Jiang and says, "Why did you leave from there? I was actually enjoying doing the couple photo shoot with you." Then Jiang says, "No problem. Anyway, this is your time now." After saying this, Jiang leaves from there. On the other hand, when Song was returning outside after school, she suddenly notices a beautiful dress in a shop. Looking at the dress, Song thinks to herself, "I wonder whose luck it is to wear such a beautiful dress." Just then, Song sees a smart-looking girl and thinks, "How beautiful this girl is. Maybe girls like her are the ones worthy of wearing such beautiful dresses." But suddenly, Song imagines herself wearing that same dress. A moment later, she realizes that all of this was only her imagination. After that, as Song walks a little farther, she sees a big crowd in one place and goes there. A group of friends was sitting there, making a sketch of their friend, whose name was Sia. Meanwhile, Song's eyes fall on one member of that group, Choi, and she starts thinking to herself, "This boy is so handsome." Just then, Choi also looks at Song. Because of that, Song becomes nervous and starts to leave. At that moment, Choi comes to her on his own and stops her. He says, "Can you help me make a sketch?" Hearing this, Song becomes completely surprised and thinks, "Such a handsome boy is asking me for help?" Since Choi requests her again and again, Song finally says, "Okay, I will help." On the other hand, we then see Song's two friends, Nina and Ina, who were looking for Song. Just then, they see Song in front of them and become surprised. Actually, Song was sitting in front of everyone, and all the others were making sketches of her. But Song was feeling very nervous. Choi notices this and silently says sorry to Song through gestures, encouraging her. Seeing that, Song regains her confidence. After some time, when the sketches are finished, everyone gives their drawings to Song one by one. But everyone had drawn Song very badly, and seeing that, Nina and Ina start laughing. At the end, Choi comes and gives Song his own sketch. He says, "If you like the sketch I made, then definitely call me later and let me know." "And what is your name?" Hearing this, Song becomes a little nervous and says, "My name is Song." Hearing that, Choi says, "I will never forget your name." After saying exactly that, Choi leaves from there. When they look at the sketch Choi made, they become very surprised because Choi's sketch was very beautiful. Seeing it, Ina and Nina become fans of Choi. Then they tell Song that she should call Choi and talk to him. After that, the three friends go to a restaurant to eat something. There, Ina and Nina begin forcing Song to call Choi, but Song does not want to agree to it at all. Seeing this, Nina holds Song, and Ina takes the chance to call Choi from Song's phone. When the call is answered, Ina immediately puts the phone in Song's hand. From the other side, Choi calls Song by her name. Hearing this, Song becomes surprised. Choi then says, "Do you want to be added to our sketch group, Spirit Finger?" Song says, "But I can't sketch well." Then Choi says, "That is not a problem at all." Hearing this, Song cannot understand what to say. Meanwhile, the girl who was with Choi, Sia, excitedly asks Choi, "So, did Song agree to be added to our group?" Then Choi says, No, maybe she needs some time to think. After that, Choi sends Song a message with the group invitation and says, "Whenever you want, you can join our group. Then I will send you the address where all of us meet together." Later that night, Song sits at her study table and thinks about Choi. After that, she starts checking Choi's Instagram profile and sees that Sia is with him in almost every picture he has posted. Seeing this, Song starts thinking that Sia is probably Choi's girlfriend. After that, Song accepts the group invitation sent by Choi. Immediately, Choi messages her and sends the address. In the message, it says that all the group members will meet tomorrow, so Song should come there on time. Hearing this, Song becomes very happy. The next day, Song's mother was taking her to tuition. Song's mother says, "There is no need for you to behave like aunties. You are a young girl, so you should behave normally like other girls of your age." Hearing this, Song replies, "You are responsible for everything because you gave birth to me like this. You raised me weak from childhood." Hearing this, Song's mother says, "I will get you treated. If needed, I will even keep a personal guide for you. You just study properly." By then, they had reached Song's tuition center, so Song gets out of the car. But we then see that as soon as Song's mother leaves, Song does not go to tuition. Instead, she goes to the washroom of a shopping mall and starts doing makeup, because Song is now going to meet Choi. Just then, some bad girls come there and begin bullying Song. Seeing this, Song requests them and says, "Please let me go from here." But they do not listen to anything Song says. They forcibly start putting makeup on Song. At that exact moment, we see a flashback. Actually, Song had always been such a weak-natured girl from childhood that she had never succeeded in anything. Instead, she had failed at every task. Then the scene returns to the present, and we see that those wicked girls have done very ugly makeup on Song and left her. They make Song stand in front of the mirror and start making fun of her. After that, they leave Song there and go away. Seeing all this, Song becomes very upset. Just then, Jeong suddenly comes there in a hurry and says, "Do you have tissue?" Seeing him, Song becomes extremely scared and cannot understand what to do. Seeing this, Jeong snatches the tissue from Song's hand and runs toward the washroom. Before leaving, he says, "Wait here for me." Hearing this, Song first thinks to herself, "Do I even know this boy? Then why should I wait here just because he told me to?" But we see that even though Song thinks this in her mind, she cannot gather the courage to leave. So she stays there and begins waiting for Jeong. After some time, Jeong comes out of the washroom and becomes surprised to see Song still standing there. He asks, "Are you still waiting here?" Song says, "Yes, you told me to wait." Hearing this, Jeong starts laughing at Song and says, "You really are a foolish girl. I saw how those girls were bullying you. You should take revenge on them." Surprised, Song asks, "How can I take revenge?" Jeong says, "You have to look into their eyes and talk. I will teach you how to do it." After saying this, Jeong starts teaching her how to make eye contact while talking. But seeing Jeong make such strange gestures, Song thinks to herself, "This boy definitely has something wrong with his head." Thinking this, Song tries to leave, but Jeong does not let her go. He says, "You cannot leave like this. You still have many things to learn." At this point, Song becomes quite irritated. Jeong also understands that. He gives Song back her packet of tissues and says, "You have not done anything wrong, so you should not be afraid of anyone." After saying this, Jeong leaves. Meanwhile, Jeong's last words help Song regain her confidence. She cleans her face and starts going to meet Choi. Just then, Choi messages Song and asks, "You are coming today, right?" Song replies, "Yes, I am on the way. I will arrive in a little while." On the other hand, Jeong goes to meet his friends Nook and Lee. Then Nook and Lee introduce Jeong to the same three girls who had bullied Song at the shopping mall. Nook says, These girls are Rim's friends, and they are also new models with her. The girls become very happy to meet Jiyoung, but Jiyoung says, "I saw you girls bullying a girl in the shopping mall." On the other side, we see Song, who has reached the address given by Choi. There, the receptionist tells her, "Go inside and enter through a blue door." As instructed, Song goes inside and opens the blue door. Inside, Song sees that the whole place looks exactly like a dream, and in the middle, Choi is sitting and playing the piano for her. But just then, one of Choi's friends taps Song and brings her out of her imagination. He says, "Why are you standing outside like this?" Then another girl says, "Come inside. Don't be scared. We are not going to eat you. What is there to be so afraid of?" After that, all the group members welcome Song into their group. Sia then tells Song, "At first, this group had only me and Choi. Then we added everyone one by one, and we call every member of our group by the name of a different color. After that, everyone introduces themselves to Song. Suddenly, Song becomes emotional and starts crying. Seeing this, Sia says, "Why are you crying? Did we hurt you in any way?" Song says, "No. After hearing your words, I became emotional because you all accepted me so easily." Hearing this, everyone hugs Song together. Song then thinks to herself that every member of this group is very strange. After that, everyone starts deciding a color for Song. Choi says, "Why don't we keep Song's name Baby Blue?" Song says, "Yes, baby blue is actually one of my favorite colors." Hearing this, everyone agrees to name Song Baby Blue. Just then, Jiyoung arrives there. Seeing Jiyoung there, Song becomes surprised and starts hiding her face. Seeing this, Hyung says, "Why are you hiding your face like that? Are you feeling shy because we are older than you?" Song says, "Oh no, it is nothing." Like that, Sia then starts hitting Jiyoung and says, "Why did you come so late?" After that, all the members begin posing one by one, and the others start making sketches. But even after trying a lot, Song cannot draw anything. Seeing this, Choi says, "It is okay. Anyway, you are a new member of the group, so there is no need to hurry so much." After that, Song asks Hyung about Jiyoung. Jiyoung was lying nearby and watching a movie on his phone. Hyung says, "Jiyoung is a model, and today he will show us his body. We will make sketches of it." Then Jiyoung comes forward and takes off his shirt. Seeing this, Sia becomes very angry and scolds Jiyoung, saying, "Wear your clothes quickly." Seeing this, everyone becomes worried. Then what will they sketch now? Just then, another member named Dong says, "What if we make a couple sketch of Jiyoung and Song? Besides, they are both the same age." Everyone likes this idea very much. Because of that, Song goes and stands beside Jiyoung and tries to cover her face with her hand so that Jiyoung cannot see her. Meanwhile, Song starts smiling to herself while imagining Choi. Just then, Jiyoung comes close to Song from behind and says, "You already know me, don't you?" Hearing this, Song becomes scared and tries to turn around. At that moment, Jiyoung hurts his nose badly. Because of that, blood starts coming from Jiyoung's nose. Seeing this, Jiyoung becomes very angry, and Song gets scared and quickly runs away from there. Seeing this, Jiyoung gets angry and tries to go after Song, but the others stop him. Later that night, Song lies on the floor and thinks about Jiyoung. Just then, a message comes in the group that Song has kept Jiyoung as the permanent model of the Spirit Finger group. Seeing this, Song becomes shocked and replies to the message, saying, "Our group does not need any model." But immediately after that, Song deletes the message. However, Jiyoung had already seen the message before it was deleted. So Jiyoung becomes quite angry and messages Song, saying, "Why were you trying to stop me from becoming a group member? Do you want to die by my hands?" Seeing this, Song becomes very scared. Because of that, she cannot reply. Meanwhile, Jiyoung thinks that Song is ignoring him, which makes him even angrier, and he keeps sending Song one message after another. Then Song notices that there are many spelling mistakes in Jiyoung's messages. Seeing this, Song thinks, Jiyoung studies at such a famous school, so why is he making such mistakes? On the other hand, when Jiyoung does not get any reply from Song, he thinks that maybe his phone is broken. So Jiyoung takes Lee's phone and sends a message to himself. Then he realizes that his phone is working fine. So he thinks, is there a problem with the Wi-Fi? Seeing all this, Lee says, there is no problem with your phone, and there is no problem with the Wi-Fi either. Actually, for the first time, a girl is ignoring you, and you cannot accept that. Hearing this, Jiyoung becomes extremely angry and starts rolling around on the bed. On the other hand, Song becomes very scared. Then Song starts imagining herself, where her own brave version tells her, you do not need to be afraid. Besides, you will never meet Jiyoung again, so there is no question of being scared. The next day, when Ina and Nina come to the bus stop together to go to school, they see that Song has not arrived yet. Seeing this, they take the chance to gossip about Song. But when a girl moves away from behind them, they see that Song is sitting right there and has heard everything they said. Still, Song does not say anything to them. Later, while going by bus, Song tells Ina and Nina everything about Jiyoung. Hearing this, Ina says, maybe that boy has fallen in love with you? After some time, they reach school. Meanwhile, Jiyoung had come to walk in the forest with Lee and Nook. Thinking about Song, Jiyoung starts shouting angrily there because Song still has not replied to any of his messages. On the other hand, Choi brings some food for Sia and goes to her. Seeing this, Sia becomes very happy. But just then, Sia's other friends also arrive, and Sia goes to talk with them. Seeing this, Choi becomes upset. Sia then tells Choi, we have a group meeting today, so message everyone in the group right now and let them know. After that, Choi meets Song and says, we have a group meeting today. Song checks the group message and says, oh, I see. I didn't notice. Choi then takes Song to a restaurant. But at that time, Jiyoung was passing by the same road and sees Song from outside. Because of that, he becomes very angry and starts threatening Song through gestures from outside. Seeing this, Song becomes scared. After that, Jiyoung enters the restaurant. Song then pleads with him through gestures, saying, please don't tell anyone about how those girls bullied me in the shopping mall. Otherwise, everyone will think I am weak. Hearing Song's words, Jiyoung cannot understand what she is talking about. Instead, Jiyoung says, first tell me why you did not reply to my messages. Hearing this, Song realizes that Jiyoung did not recognize her. So later, Song apologizes to Jiyoung for not replying to his messages. Jiyoung says, now there is no point in saying sorry, because you ignored me a lot. Hearing this, Song says, most of the messages you sent me had spelling mistakes. Can't you write properly like before? Hearing this, Jiyoung becomes even angrier, and the two of them start arguing about it. Seeing this from inside, Choi gestures to Jiyoung and says that what Song said is right. Because of Choi's words, Jiyoung cannot say anything more. In the next scene, we see the group members sitting together and making sketches of Jiyoung. Just then, Jiyoung suddenly says, I also want to join your sketch group. Sia says, but you do not like drawing at all. Jiyoung says, I did not like it before, but now I like drawing. Hearing this, Sia asks everyone in the group, are you all willing to accept Jiyoung as our new member? One by one, everyone says yes, except Song. Sia then asks Song the reason, but Song cannot say anything. After that, when Song leaves to go home, Jiyoung comes to her and says, I joined this group because of you, so that I can learn from you how to fix my spelling, because I found out that you are the most talented one in this group. Before Song can say anything, The others arrive, and Sia takes Jeong away by holding his ear. After returning home, Jeong says proudly in front of his friends, "Today, that girl Song apologized to me. Her face while apologizing was really worth seeing." After saying all this, Jeong starts laughing like a madman. Seeing this, Jeong's friends think to themselves, "What is there to be so happy about?" Meanwhile, Song once again starts imagining herself. Her brave self tells her, "Do not be afraid of Jeong at all. Go and show that Jeong that you are no less than him." This time, Song gathers courage in her heart and messages Jeong, saying, "We should forget everything from the past and become friends with each other." Seeing this, Jeong becomes very happy and replies, "Okay. Then meet me tomorrow and help me correct the spelling in my writing." Song agrees to this. But the next day, Song remembers that she has to go to the bookstore with Choi today. So Song sends a message to Jeong in lies, saying, "I am feeling very sick today, so I will not be able to come." After that, Song goes to the bookstore with Choi and buys a sketchbook. But a little later, when Song was going home, Jeong sees her from a distance. He goes to Song and says, "You said you were sick, didn't you?" Seeing Jeong there, Song becomes scared and starts running away. Jeong also starts running after Song and catches her. He says, "Why did you lie to me? If you did not want to meet me, you could have said it directly. What was the need to lie?" Song becomes very angry and says, "Yes, I lied because I do not want to meet you. So you should stop following me and stay away from me." After saying this, Song angrily leaves from there. But later, after returning home, Song feels guilty. She realizes that she should not have behaved badly with Jeong, because Jeong had not said anything wrong. The next day, the group members go on a picnic together. But Song and Jeong were both upset about what happened the previous day. The other members also notice this and understand that there must have been a fight between them. So Sia goes straight to Jeong and starts hitting him, saying, "I did not arrange this picnic so that you could ruin all our fun like this." Hyum stops Sia and says, "Nothing will happen this way. We should let Jeong and Song talk separately so they can solve the problem between themselves." After that, Song and Jeong go aside to talk. There, Song apologizes to Jeong for her behavior that day. Then Jeong says, "I know why you do not want to be friends with me. It is because you are a very brilliant student, and I am not good at studying." Then Song asks, "Don't your parents scold you?" Jeong replies, "No, they do not care about such things. But your parents must have a lot of expectations from you, right? Because you are a very good student." Song says, "No, nothing like that. I am an average student." Hearing this, Jeong comes close to Song and says, "Being an average student is very good." Hearing this, Song smiles. Seeing this, Jeong says, "If you want, you can think once more about becoming friends with me." After saying this, Jeong leaves from there. Then, while walking away, Song messages Jeong and says, "Sorry for lying that day. And if you want, we can meet tomorrow." Receiving this message from Song, Jeong becomes very happy. The next day, Jeong and Song go to many places together. After that, they go to a cafe. Just then, those same girls arrive who had bullied Song at the shopping mall that day. Seeing them there, Song becomes very scared and tries to run away from there. But Jeong stops Song and says, "You do not need to be afraid of them now, because you are not like before anymore. Besides, I am with you. Go and take revenge on those girls." Hearing Jeong's words, Song regains her confidence and goes straight to the washroom, where those girls were already present. Seeing Song there, the girls try to bully her again. But this time, Song does not stay silent like before. Instead, she makes fun of those girls and comes out. This makes them angry, and they start following Song. But there were many people there, so they could not say anything to Song. Jeong then takes Song outside. Seeing this, Song becomes very happy with Jeong. The next day, Song goes to meet the group members. Everyone had come wearing different fancy dresses. After some time, Choi comes outside to talk on the phone. Then Sia suddenly goes from behind and tries to hug Choi. Choi gets scared and pushes Sia away. Seeing this, Sia becomes very angry. On the other hand, seeing Song eating sweets, Ji-young also starts eating sweets and keeps staring at Song continuously. In this way, Ji-young finishes all the sweets there by himself. Seeing this, everyone becomes quite surprised. After some time, everyone goes home one by one, and only Song keeps standing there, watching everyone. Meanwhile, Sia goes to her club and starts pretending to sleep. Just then, Choi comes there and looks at Sia. He says, "I know you like someone else because I saw the calls on your phone." After saying exactly this, Choi starts to leave. Then Sia also opens her eyes. On the other hand, Song was going home. Ji-young starts following her from behind. Seeing this, Song says, "Do you want to say something?" Ji-young says, "Yes." "Do you like Choi?" Hearing this, Song cannot give any answer. Because of that, Ji-young becomes very angry and starts to leave. Here, we understand that maybe Ji-young has started loving Song in his heart. The next day, Song tells Ina and Nina about this. Hearing it, Ina says, "I heard that Sia and Choi like each other, and Ji-young might have thought that you like Choi and will stand between them. Maybe that is why he became angry." But a moment later, Ina says again, "It is also possible that he likes you." Hearing this, Song says, "No, that can never happen." A little later, Song meets Ji-young at a cafe and says, "Last night, you asked me a very strange question. That is why I could not answer then. But now I am answering it. I do not like Choi." "But were you angry with me yesterday?" Ji-young replies, "If you do not like Choi, then I was not angry with you either." Saying this, Ji-young comes outside and thinks to himself, "It looks like Song has learned how to lie." Meanwhile, Song's brave self tells her, "This time, you were able to lie very well. Slowly, you will learn to lie even better." Song says, "But now I feel very bad because I do not want to lie to Ji-young." Meanwhile, when Sia and Choi were sitting in the club and doing their work, Sia bends down to pick something up and hits her head on the table. Seeing this, Choi becomes very worried about her. Just then, some of Sia's junior friends arrive there. Seeing them, Sia becomes busy with them. This makes Choi feel very sad. Sia notices this and tries to make Choi laugh by saying different funny things. But Choi does not say anything and quietly leaves from there. On the other hand, when Song was talking in the group, everyone gives Song the responsibility to choose the theme for the next group meeting. They also say, "Next time, we will give you a makeover." Hearing this, Song becomes nervous and immediately calls Ji-young, saying, "What should I do now? They said I have to choose the theme this time." Ji-young replies, "It is okay. Trust yourself. Choose the theme you like." Hearing this, Song relaxes a little and says, "You are the only person I regain confidence from just by talking to. I do not know why it happens, but you are a very lucky person for me." Hearing this, Ji-young becomes emotional. Song then asks, "Were you really angry that night?" Ji-young says, "Do you really not like Choi?" In reply, Song lies again and says, "Yes, I do not like Choi." Hearing this, Ji-young says with a little hurt, "Then yes, I was not angry that day either." After saying this, Ji-young cuts the call. Meanwhile, Song cannot understand that Ji-young is angry with her. On the other hand, Lee and Nook had been secretly listening to everything. They say to Ji-young, "Why are you so angry with Song? Is it because Song likes Choi, or because you yourself like Choi? Wait, are you interested in boys?" After saying this, they start moving away from Ji-young. Seeing this, Ji-young becomes very angry. And this is where the first episode of today's story ends. Be sure to let us know in the comments how you liked the video. Everyone stay well and healthy. Take care. Bye-bye.